Sitting in. They're like, ah, she moved like an inch. Her hair's not in the same place. Cup moved. Anyways. Continuity. I know, right? I'm all over. I'm joking. So if you want to kind of like retrace back.
Yeah.
So like you were talking about the whole, I wake up every morning and that was your routine, and then you were kind of about to dive into it. So if you want to pick back up.
Well, I was just gonna say like, in terms of like where I've grown was like my spirituality and my faith, and like I was saying, like I do wake up every morning and go read the Bible and pray and whatnot. So that's where I've grown in my area,
yes.
Personally, and I'm still doing it today. And I see like the difference of doing it every day versus when I don't do it, or I skip it, or I try to listen to a sermon, but I stopped listening to sermons recently, just focusing on what the Bible says. And it's definitely good. It balances me out throughout the whole day. So.
I dig that. Obviously, you guys shared a lot of what has been, your struggles and throughout that. But as far as coming together, what goals do you share to be able to kind of affect your communities at large? Have you guys discussed that? I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
It's been a while. Our community, I mean, just show like marriage in a different light. Especially like a Christian, a faithful marriage. Because like there are times where I've seen like a lot of marriages are being dehumanized or downplayed or disrespected. Especially black marriages. Black marriages are not up here. It's like down here, the lowest of the lowest. Very like it's not respected at all, especially when you look at the movies. It's always a divorce or someone cheating or abusive marriage, and like that's like the picture we've gotten, and so we want to change that, especially on the faithful type of sense when it comes to our faith. We're committed. We're not cheating. We're not doing none of that stuff. We don't even do that in acting. We don't take those type of roles at all, because no matter what, we're still married. So it's like we're not gonna do that. So and that's what it means to be committed, just solely to your wife, but God first. And we just want to change that aspect of marriage, and then just like bring marriage into a positive light, because it's not a prison. It's not negative. It's not an impossible relationship. It really isn't. It's just like a relationship. The only difference is it's just more commitment. That means you got to up your game a bit more. But at the same time, it's like once God's in the marriage and we're putting Him first, that changes everything. Like we haven't yelled, shout, argued, and literally since the engagement. Like so that's like 2 years literally. So doing it God's way, and then just praying about it first, and then just seeking His help and counsel. That's what helps. And we just want to bring that to light when it comes to marriage, for black marriages, of course, and faith-based marriages as well. Like divorce should not be an option, and then commitment should be the forefront. So people have to like, who want to get married have to have the mindset is, okay, if I'm getting married, I'm going to being committed to her and only her, or him and only him. But God's going to be the umbrella. So yeah, that's where it's supposed to be, and that's where we're changing.
And to piggyback on that, like I didn't realize like how important marriage is, not just to other marriages, but also to society in general. Because after you yourself as an individual, have your own self-actualization moment, then there's the unit of what creates children. And those children go out into the world based off of how they were raised. And that just creates either a problem or a solution. And so it really boils down to what kind of unit you create between a marriage, and how you raise your children, and how you raise them, of what kind of person they're going to be out in society, whether they're going to be healed or broken. And broken people create broken world, know. So you can literally change the direction of a whole nation based off of what you've created here, and then what you pour out into your children, and then how you raise them out to be out there. And so we actually plan on adopting and like fostering other kids as well, because there's so many kids out there who don't have a unit, they don't have a family, especially kids that are already older, because even those who get adopted or fostered, people prefer them younger because they're less broken, you know. But it's like we need to go after the broken ones. Like they're the ones that need the most help, and usually they end up aging out of the system, never having that foundation of a family, and that's very important. And so we really desire to do that. So right now we're like getting ourselves grounded first, and then going there. So going in the proper order and structure, because if this is not right, then nothing else is going to be right, you know. So
True.
And even like the divorce rates among Christian marriages are super low. I mean, super high. And it's crazy because it's like we're supposed to be an example that, oh, if you feel like God is important to have the center of the marriage, then we need to show that in actual results, and not just preach about it, but be about it and be the example. So
that's so good. Well, I love that you guys shared your story today. It's immense. It's incredible. And I'm so grateful that you get to pioneer in your guys' own fashion as a unit. And I pray over that you get to have all the blessings that, you know, is to come your way. But thank you again for sharing. And thank you all for tuning in. That's another amazing episode we have here for you today. Be sure to follow their journey and support them in every way that you can. Thank you again for tuning in here on the Heart on Fire podcast. Follow us on our Instagram page as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you guys. Bye. What do you guys think?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.